Today we're playing Deltarune Chapter 4. Let the games begin! I hope this chapter has more funny quotes like that. Oh, and if you're wondering why it looks a little weird, I'm playing something called the Furry Inflation mod. Well, flip my flapjacks! Deltarune is so funny. Okay, let's get started. Wait, what's this in the chat? BG Gruggle says,
play that mod, it won't make you dead.
whatever. I can't do anything! Ha 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 ha. Ah!
What happened? I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh, I feel so dizzy. Wait, the mirror. Where's my reflection? I better go to the doctor.
Just gotta keep telling myself, there's nothing wrong. From Deltarune?
Why didn't anyone laugh at my Deltarune reference?
Maybe I feel bad because I need potassium. Potassium from Deltarune? Anybody?
Why can't anyone hear me?
Bosom.
Hello, you're supposed to say it means
Okay, if no one laughed at that joke, it can only mean one thing. They can't hear me because I played the game that makes you dead. Well, no point in going to the doctor if I'm dead already. Oh God, maybe I'm in hell. No, wait, this cannot be hell. My gaming laptop is still here and I can still play the episodic indie role-playing game known as Deltarune. Yep, I'm not taking a goddamn vacation straight to hell. Oh, wait. I'm dead. I have no reflection. Nobody can hear me. Could I be a ghost? Better do some research using a YouTube channel that makes learning fun. Real amazing science. In 1999, the science magazine Ghosts and Aliens Monthly did an experiment. In order to see what percentage of the dead become ghosts, they killed 10 people. And what they found out was fascinating. According to a necromancer, which is a type of psychic who talks to the dead, 6 of the people they killed were in heaven, 2 were in hell due to faking video game speedruns, and 3 still walked the earth as ghosts. And what exactly are ghosts? Let's hear from our resident expert in making science fun, Dr. Fortnite, be science.
Ghosts are spiritual beings who have died and now exist not in the afterlife, but in the earthly realm. But they can only be seen and heard by people they previously knew and are now haunting, not by strangers.
Okay, yeah, that's me all right. But why did the dead who became ghosts not end up in heaven or hell? It turns out the difference may be the key to something that has only been accomplished by one real scientist in all of history, Victor Frankenstein. I'm talking, of course, about resurrecting the dead. You see, what all the ghosts had in common was unresolved issues with their still living family members. But how does that explain why I'm a ghost? Oh my God, it's my estranged son Bunguloj. I'm gonna answer. Oops, I meant to push. Hello?
Dad? Hello?
Hello, Bunguloj, can you hear me? Hello?
Well, if you're not going to say anything, I'll start. You see, I've been thinking. I've spent the last 2 years resenting how you left me to live in an obscure country.
I drew some fan art. Are these two people kissing a man and a woman? No. That's it.
We're moving to South Bunguloj.
I mean, you left me in a place where I couldn't speak a word of the national language, Tokipana, just because you thought my values were being destroyed by something called woke gaming. And it only got worse when I finally was able to get back online, thanks to an illegal VPN, and I saw you playing quirky indie comedy games like Deltarune instead of the only games they have here, non-woke first-person shooters from the 90s. But when I saw you pass out during that Deltarune stream, I realized something. Life is too short to hold grudges. So, you can forgive me for going woke, I can.
I didn't pass out. I died. I'm a ghost. Hello, a ghost.
And the thing is, Wily Tokikawa Mama Jimmy. Sorry, I gotta go.
No. What have I done?
But for ghosts, there is now some good news. You see, scientists in the nation of South Bunguloj have published a paper theorizing that ghosts, once they've reconciled with their estranged family members, can actually come back to life with the help of an esoteric discipline known as Bunguloj necromancy.
Okay, great. I'll just stay here and finish Deltarune Chapter 4 so I can enjoy all the funny jokes. Then I'll go try to haunt Bunguloj so we can finish reconciling and then, back to my regularly scheduled gaming!
However, there's a catch. If the reconciliation doesn't happen within 1 month, or as the Bungulojans call it, one CK moon, the ghost will stay dead for all eternity and either go to hell if they faked any speed runs.
Speed runs? Good thing I streamed Deltarune where no one wants to see a speed run because they'd miss so many jokes.
Or hopefully ascend to heaven.
Okay, great. Worst case scenario, I can't sort things out with my estranged son and I spend the rest of eternity in heaven.
A beautiful paradise untouched by wokeness, where all the games are first-person shooters from the 90s.
Wait, that means no Deltarune? I'm going South Bunguloj!
You know, I must say, being a ghost does have its perks. Yeah, I could definitely get used to being able to walk right onto a plane without having to pay for a ticket.
O awan e linja pi palisa tawa sina. Milon poka sina tawa anpa mapi South Bunguloj.
Okay, I have no idea what that means, but from what I can see out the window, we're almost there, or maybe... Hey, wait, where am I? Signed, Lancer, from Deltarune. Why isn't anyone laughing? All right, ghost. Wow, these signs are so confusing. Good thing I remember where the house I bought for Bunguloj was. Yeah, it's crazy that this country is so starved for games that I can get an entire house for a floppy disk copy of Duke Nukem. Anyway, looks like I still have the keys. Just gonna go let myself in.
Okay, since Bunguloj can't hear me, I guess I just have to haunt him by... Let's see, what would be scary? Oh yeah, smashing stuff! What are you doing? Wait, you could see me? Yeah? And hear me? Why? Well, remember when you saw me on my last stream? Yeah, you passed out. Not passed out. Died. And now, I'm a ghost. Ah, a ghost! Ah!
No, wait, you don't understand. There's nothing to be afraid of. You see, I don't have to be a ghost anymore. If we reconcile, then all we have to do is find a Bunguloj necromancer to bring me back from the dead. Well, like I told you on the phone, when I saw you, I guess, die on your stream, I realized that life is too short for grudges. And I understand that you didn't move here to punish me. You were just worried that my values would be destroyed by these new woke games, and I'm so sorry. You see, that was before I discovered the joys of laughing at funny indie games like Deltarune. And now, I only play mobile games. From Deltarune? Yeah, right. Well, it was really hard for me. I mean, how many other small children are left to fend for themselves when they're only 23 years old? But as hard as it was to live on my own at 23, it actually made me stronger. You see, not only does South Bunguloj have no modern woke games, it barely has any technology created after 1993. So instead of gaming all day, I started to use my hands for something else. The practice of Kule Pona Pi Utala, which is Bunguloj Kung Fu. And now I've become stronger in mind and body than I ever would have, raised among the modern comforts of America. So while your abandonment was painful, in the end, all I can say is Pona, which means thank you. Consider us reconciled? Yes. Thank you, son. Now, if you don't mind, let's find that Necromancer, because if I can't come back from the dead in less than a month, I'll be spending the rest of eternity in heaven. Okay, so how does it work here? Do we just do a search on necromancer.com or whatever? .com? Like I said, technology here is stuck in 1993. We're gonna have to look in the phone book. Let's see. Necromancer in Tokipana is Janmoli, J. Wow, there's a lot. Well, just start with the first one and work your way down. Bad idea. You see, most of these aren't even humans. They're bungulozoids, sneaky little creatures who only want to trick you out of your money. Okay, well, there's no way that one is a bungulozoid. Are you talking about John Human? Wait, you're John Human?
Oh, Tanseme?
What did it say? It said yes. Oh no. Well, since we're here, can you tell him you have a ghost with you and that you'll only pay him after he brings the ghost back from the dead? Milon, Poka, Kasi, Pi, Ijo, Moli.
Misona, Miken Luken and Kute Ona. Mijan Moli.
Well, he says he can see and hear you because he's a necromancer. Okay, great. Well, how much to bring me back from the dead? Mani seme li wile tawa kepeken mama mitan moli?
Mi Willie Alamani.
He says he doesn't want money. Sina wile asema?
Sina Kute a Toki Piante Delta Rune. Pi Soeli Sulianu Sime.
He wants to know if you've heard of the Deltarune furry inflation mod. You mean the game that makes you dead?
Mi Wille any Kepeken Toki Pona. Mi Wille Kamamusi Tan Toki Misi Pi Pona.
Well, he wants a translation of the game into his language so he can laugh at the funny jokes. What? But you'll die if you play it. That's why I'm here, because... Oh no, I'm going to heaven. Tell him yes, we'll do it. Oki, me and Sina o Paliani. Okay, I have my laptop here with the game. I'll just start playing and reading you the jokes so you can translate them. Wait. What? Well, I'm already dead. What if playing this game makes me permanently deleted? Maybe you could just play it one little bit at a time, then you could take a break and recover, move on to the next part, and so on. I mean, it's not like we're trying to do a speed run here. Okay, fine. Let's get this over with. All right, opening screen. It says, your name is Inflated Furry Chris. Let's see, Mimi Sina Lee, Inflated Furry Chris. Oh, I feel a little weird. Okay. Take a break. Okay, next scene. Inflated Furry Chris is in the bathroom, and it says there's a can of Ice Ease Cool Boys body spray, spray for boys flamin' hot pizza flavor. Okay, random. Ice Ease Cool Boys. Yeah, that's going in my Discord profile. Okay, that would be Neely Pokey Wallow Pisui Cone Pija Niji Nimi Ona Kompi Wali Si Pico Muka. I need another break. Okay, it says I can use my pacify skill, which can put exhausted people to sleep. You talking is already doing that. Now, that's what I call a serious clap back. Sorry, but do you think we can maybe do a translation that moves the game forward without including every joke? Are you crazy? The jokes are the best part. Really? Because they all seem like they're from some annoying Disney Channel sitcom. Why don't you save the critiques of comedy for the millionth video essay about why Has-Been Hotel isn't funny? Sorry, what hotel? Before I got my illegal VPN, the only American shows I could watch were on bootleg DVDs. Has-Been Hotel is an American cartoon. You can get a lot of YouTube views complaining about. Anyways, let's get back on this translation before I'm dead forever. Now, speaking of the spell that puts exhausted people to sleep, this jet lag is catching up to me. Hopefully you can make some good progress, but not so much that you die. See you in the morning. Okay, let's see. I, Mr. Society, am too intelligent to bow down to such a tyrant. Unless he asks. Hey, me John, Kubuku, Lisona. It's like every scene has these Disney sitcom jokes. I mean, how do they not get annoying to people playing the game? Sorry, John Human, but I'm gonna have to make some edits. How's it going? Did you get through the first few scenes in the game yet? First few scenes? Try all of chapter 1. But that's impossible. You would have died from finishing that much. Actually, take a look. Wow. How did you get to that scene so fast? Well, I decided to just translate the action parts and cut out all the random Disney sitcom jokes. Why do you keep saying Disney sitcoms? Deltarune is niche humor for quirked up adult outcasts, and Disney sitcoms are for 10-year-old normies. Oh, really? Well, why don't you pop in this bootleg DVD of a show called Bizarredvark, which I found out is widely acknowledged as being one of the worst live-action Disney sitcoms of all time.
You guys want to get in on this?
Seriously? A cake smash there? Cake smash!
I meant, did you want a slice? That was for my birthday.
Okay, fine. Bunguloj, get rid of this chair by throwing it? No, the jokes in Deltarune. Sorry. I can't believe how fast this is going now. Yeah, I could easily get through all the chapters of Furry Inflation Deltarune by the end of a month. Well, then maybe we can take a little break from the game and make up for lost time. No, 28 days isn't the same as 2 missed years, but it's worth a shot, right? You know, I would like that. Remember that YouTube channel we used to watch together to learn about scientific phenomena like time travel and dragons? Real amazing science. Well, I've got the last 2 years of videos saved on my hard drive. All right, let's see. There's a new one I haven't watched yet, and whoa, it's an apology video. So, I recently posted a video claiming that Bajornglian necromancers could bring ghosts back from the dead as long as they reconcile with living family members within a month. Well, clearly I did not perform my due diligence this time. You see, my source said they could do it in 1 Psyche moon, which, in the South Bajornglian national language of Tokipana, actually means 1 week. So yeah, that's the deal. If you're a ghost, you have just 1 week to get back to life. Well, Bunguloj, I think you know what you have to do. Throw my chair again? No, I was gonna say, wait, what was I gonna say? The translation! Okay, let's see, where was I? Janpi Kalama Suli Kikama. I don't feel so good. Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? I'm gonna be dead forever if you don't hurry up. Moonly, Tawa, wow. Faster, we have 3 chapters to get through. Hinana, Poka. I think I'm gonna... Oh. What happened? Did I... Oh. My head feels awful. Wait. I'm just gonna check in the mirror to see if I'm bleeding. Oh my god! No reflection! I'm a ghost. Great. I think we need to get back to that Necromancer. Now. Where's John Human? I think I hear something coming from over there. That music, it sounds like the soundtrack to Deltarune.
Infinite omelets! The perfect thing to put in an inflated furry belly.
Hey, I thought you didn't know English.
Sina Toki Asemi?
Come on, you're clearly playing the English language version of Deltarune.
Okay, fine. You caught me in a little lie. Now, did you finish your translation or not?
But if you can play it in English, why do you need a translation? And what are all those floppy disks with price tags labeled Deltarune Furry Inflation Mod?
Well, if you must know, I was trying to sell the game here in South Bunguloj, but nobody was buying the English version.
Listen up, John Human, if that is your real name.
No, it's actually Pajingo Graggle Gruggle.
Jingo Graggle Gruggle. B.G. Gruggle. B.G. Gruggle says,
Play that mod, it won't make you dead.
wait, are you the B.G. Gruggle that said in my chat that the game wouldn't make me die?
Yeah, well, I figured if you were ghosts, you might come looking for a Necromancer, and then I could use you to help me out.
So wait, your whole plan was to rope a bunch of unsuspecting people into your scheme to take someone else's video game and make money off it? Toby Fox spent years writing thousands of what I now think may be Disney sitcom jokes, and the money from that work belongs to him. Now bring us both back from the dead, or I'm telling Toby, and you better believe you're gonna get hit with a lawsuit.
Go ahead, tell Toby. You're crazy if you think the government of South Bunguloj is going to extradite me for disobeying American copyright laws.
Then bring us back from the dead now, or I'm gonna attack you with my Kule Pona Pi Utala.
Wait, what does that mean again? Sorry, I actually don't speak Toki Pana that well because I just moved here from another country called Bajuki Land so I can make money selling bootleg American video games. Oh wait, Kule Pona Pi Utala? I know that one. It means Kung Fu. Yeah, last I checked, you can't exactly beat up a living creature when you're just weightless.
Ghosts? I think he's dead, but how could you do that if you're a ghost? Hello? Hello? Well, I'm definitely still a ghost. They can't hear me even though I pushed the louder microphone button. Louder microphone buttons? Let me see. That's the mute button. Hello? What? Yeah, he's here. I'll ask. Your landlord wants to know why you haven't paid the rent yet. Because I'm dead? Didn't someone discover my lifeless body? He says he can hear you right now and he saw you walk out the door a couple days ago. Here. Hello? Yeah, well, I can't pay rent because I'm a ghost. Why can you hear me and why did you see me the other day? Well, it's like how my son can see me because we had a connection when I was alive. Now, stop trying to get money from a dead man. Okay, are you still sure we're actually ghosts? Yes, because I'm invisible to strangers. I mean, not a single person on the street heard me while I was yelling out Deltarune quotes. Didn't hear you or didn't laugh because they're like Disney sitcom jokes? Oh my God. We're not ghosts, but it still doesn't explain why we couldn't see our reflections in the mirror. Wait a minute. When you looked in your mirror at home, did you see a reflection of the wall behind you? No, I saw a bunch of trees and birds and...
Where's my reflection?
You know what? It wasn't the mirror. It was the window. A mirror is what you smashed when I threw that chair, which is why I couldn't see my reflection. Okay, but how come I could just walk onto the plane? Same thing happened when we moved here, remember? You think they're gonna make people pay for tickets to a country with no modern video games? Well, this still doesn't explain why we both passed out from playing the Deltarune Furry Inflation mod. Passed out or fell asleep because we were bored by the jokes. Okay, I get it. You think Deltarune's humor is annoying. Man, you really have a talent for ruining people's fandoms. Anyway, since we're not ghosts, let's go back to America. We can live together again and go to Deltarune conventions and find ourselves wives and... Sorry, but I think I'm gonna stay here. You see, as nasty as that little bungulozoid was, he was onto something by trying to bring popular American media into this country and, well, I have an idea for something along those lines and also I think I'm probably old enough to live on my own. Okay, I understand. And I'm sorry it took a death scare for me to apologize for leaving you in South Bunguloj. So, good luck with your business idea, and well, next time you call, I'll make sure not to use that microphone louder button. You mean the mute button. Mute a button, what? Remember, I don't speak Toki Pana. Oh, and your business idea, what is it? Let's just say it was inspired by a few things you said.
Tani la toki anti pianti mani pi has been hotel li ike sina lukin enim mi jan sona pi ante mane mi sona eni toki anti liawen ala ilijo suli mute pi toki anti pona minimi li Dark Bunguloj, the humor ruiner.
Wow, what a powerful video, I say. Man, he really showed a lot of restraint by using his knowledge of humor to go on and on about why something else isn't funny instead of making a single amusing joke of his own. And speaking of making content that isn't funny, it's time for my next stream. Hey everybody, so I recently had a stream where it looked like I died. It turns out I just fell asleep. But either way, I was playing the Deltarune furry inflation mod when it happened, and I don't want to risk that happening again. So today, I'm just going to play the regular version of Chapter 4. Okay, Susie, how would you like to go to service with us today? Sure. The hell? We have to go to church! Oh yeah, it's that thing where someone says something calm, then wildly changes their tone, just like in all those Disney Channel shows.
You watch your videos? No, they're so girly. Amelia, I love the one where you make your own lipstick.
Maybe Bunguloj was right. Maybe I did fall asleep from the jokes, but the only thing I don't get is that if I didn't die and become a ghost, why did I start floating away that one time? Oh look, I still have my weird drink from before. Never did get around to trying it. It tastes a little rotten. Oh man, I can't believe I passed out again from those jokes. Oh well, at least I know I'm alive and not a ghost. Oh my, it's God!
You're right that you're not a ghost. You're an angel. And the reason you started floating away that time is I was trying to get you up into heaven.
Why?
I only play mobile games.
Oh, from Deltarune.
Yeah, I didn't have someone up here who gets my Deltarune references. Wait, why didn't you laugh?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna laugh at them all that much anymore. They were ruined for me by a YouTuber. So, I won't be too useful up here, sorry. Mind if I become alive again?
Just as long as you go to church from Deltarune.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want down there. Bye!
Wow, I'm alive again. Now that I realize how precious our time on Earth is, I'm going to make the most of it. Something you could do by going to patreon.com/TonyThere for exclusive content and the chance to get your video idea made, just like Drogobo did.